Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am SendIt Steve. Obviously, that is my F450. We got the C5 Corvette over here that we bought off a Street Speed 717 back in the day. We also have our Sierra project, and then the project that so many people are actually excited about. So am I. I'm freaking actually more excited about this than probably any other project I've ever done. But basically, I'll give you guys a rundown on this, but before we do all that, I need to go get a gearbox so that we can actually attach our steering and actually be able to steer this bad boy. So I found one used online. It was only a couple bucks, 25 bucks. So I'm gonna run over and pick it up. Also, I think he said he had a pair of shocks for it, a bunch of things like that. He basically parted out a K5 Blazer, and he has some parts laid over. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna run and grab that stuff real quick, and then we'll come back and I will fully explain everything that is going on with our Project Bruce here. Now, this is officially named Project Bruce because it's some sort of transformation from car to truck to SUV to I don't even know what. But let's jump in the F450 here and let's go get our gearbox so that we can drive this thing around. I think I am in absolute heaven up here because all I see is K5 Blazers. Look at this over here. We got Army. I'm going over a creek for one. We got the Hustler over there, an old dent side, more dent sides, some Army trucks. This is freaking cool. Look at this lineup. I definitely think I'm in the right place, guys, for sure. All right, well, let's get our gearbox. I think we have struck the mother lode, and we now have a new person that we're going to be able to contact when we need parts and things like that. So basically what you're seeing him dig out is actually a 350 out of one of these. I guess it was a Suburban or something like that. Basically, he parts these things out, and we ended up working out one heck of a deal for it, and I am definitely not going to complain because this saves me some travel time for later. Plus, I'm getting it for, I'd say, about 50 bucks cheaper than what I was going to get for a different one. So I count that as a win for sure. Let's get her loaded up. Yep, that's good. All right, guys, so what a great guy. And obviously, like, when you inquire about things like this, you never realize, you know, what you're going to get yourself into. This is actually pretty cool. So there is his actual website and business, hillbillywizard.com. Definitely check him out. And obviously you can also tell that he's a Ford guy. His daily driver is a Ford, but yet he's got all these Chevys and things like that. Like, what a cool place, what a cool experience. So let's get back home and check some things out here. He literally has it all. 1-ton axles, he has Dana 60s, you know, he's got everything, guys. So if you guys need any kind of square body parts, definitely check out this guy here. His name is John McConley, and I'll have all his information down below. All right, well, it is obviously the next day. The Civic has been sitting over here, but seeing as how you can tell that is a absolute mud pit, I've got to straighten this up. And I needed this sun that you see to go ahead and kind of dry some of this up. Now, we are supposed to get a bunch of rain tomorrow, so it is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it quite yet. But we got the Civic up here, and it actually suffered a little bit of damage, I'm not gonna lie. I just used the GMC to push it up here because obviously with it not having steering or anything like that, I didn't know how else I was going to be able to do it. So I pushed on here, which obviously the guy doesn't have anything bolted in, which I learned. Nothing is actually bolted on this thing, and it's just kind of thrown together. So we do have a big, massive project ahead of us, but it's nothing that I'm not, you know, I think I can handle it. I'm actually kind of excited about it. Oh, there is a door latch or a hood release there. So basically what I'm going to need is to go to a junkyard. We're gonna have to find a cross support here, or we'll make one, not a big deal. But we did get our gearbox, as you guys do know. We got that from Hillbilly Wizards. They were gracious enough to sell me one. We also have our new power plant. Now, as you can tell, I don't know why there's a toilet in there. That's really disgusting. Let's not talk about that. But we got to clean up a lot of this stuff, guys. It's not, you know, smooth, clean cuts. It just kind of looks like he went in here with a Sawzall and a hammer and kind of did his thing, but it's not a big deal. I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew it was going to be a project, but it's something that I wanted to do for the channel because obviously I like to do cool new things. I want to be different. I want to be unique. I don't want to do the same thing that, you know, everybody else and their brother's doing. So let me go ahead and get the gearbox installed here, and hopefully his drive shaft that he has made here will actually work. I'm not sure. He said it should work if I get a new gearbox, so I got the new gearbox. Let's just get it started and get it tossed on here, and hopefully I can get it fixed, and then we'll have steering. How I got it here was actually, I had to put a pry bar in the wheel, and as you can tell, pry it left and right. Put this down. This is literally how I had to get it up here. I had to put a pry bar there and yank on the wheel to get it to go straight and steer. And let me tell you, that was not a fun task to get from down there to up here. But let me get the gearbox and everything thrown on here, and we'll kind of go from there. I also did pick up seats for this thing. As you do know, it is a SI. It is an actual true real SI. Man, I never looked in here, but I'll get my trash can up here. He did say that they would bolt right back into factory location. I hope that is true. Oh, there's a sweet tow hook. We're definitely going to use that. Don't know what that is. Oh, we found a socket, 3/4. Huh. We can always use a 3/4 inch socket. But he did say that the seats would bolt into factory location. Oh, there's a pedal. What the heck? Well, we got a lot to do, guys. That's for sure, but I'm not scared. We'll make a whole new firewall and everything like that. And like I said, we are shooting to have this project done. I'm gonna assume in the next month. I'm gonna really crack down on it and spend a lot of time to get this thing drivable, because this is just gonna be freaking cool, guys. I ordered brake lines and all that. I found a kit online. Obviously it was Amazon, who does obviously sponsor me, and it was only 56 bucks. So we have our new brake lines and everything coming. I am freaking pumped. Let me go ahead and get the steering box on real quick. All right, well, as you can tell, we got the new steering box installed. Now, like I said, the guy did say that this, you know, steered. I guess he broke it, or I actually have no idea what he really said. It was kind of one of those projects where I knew that I was going to have to make custom brackets and everything like that. Plus, I do want to kind of retain some of the factory K5, because this is literally going to be mainly everything powered by a K5 Blazer, or, you know, K-Series older Chevy truck. Everything's going to be powered by that. So I do want to try to get this as close to factory as possible. I can open up this area here a lot more, actually. Pretty much open it the entire length right there. I can actually cut this off a little bit more flush, because the main support is here and it's actually already mated to the chassis down there. So this isn't going to be, you know, structural or anything like that. Plus, like you guys do know, this isn't going to be like something I'm going to jump in the car and drive down to Florida or anything like that. This is just going to be like a cool project to off-road, and basically what I want to try to do with it is do some mud bogs and things like that. So basically that is why we are building this truck. Is I just want a fun off-road vehicle. You know, I'll probably end up driving it on the street and things like that. You guys already know me. But basically, like I said, I do have the titles for both the K5 Blazer frame, and I also have the one for the Civic. So I don't know how we're gonna legally do that or anything, but we'll figure that out when we get there. This is becoming a pretty fun project. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I actually do really enjoy doing fabrication and things, and as you can tell, I have everything pretty much squared off here. This here we're gonna actually square off. I have a room up top here to go ahead and cut this up and then out across. We are gonna square that up and down here basically everything's going to be squared up. Basically, once we get an engine and everything in here, we're going to be able to, you know, create a firewall out and around the engine and transmission. And the other benefit is it will be easy to, if I ever have a distributor issue, I will make this panel so that it just literally unbolts out of the way, and I can, you know, go ahead and adjust the distributor from the inside of the car, and it'll only take me a couple minutes versus coming out here, popping the hood and everything like that. So this has been a little bit of a project. I'm trying to clean up some of the things that he did here. I have the steering pretty much where I want it to be. I am gonna go ahead and grab my Harbor Freight welder here. Not sure how well you guys can see there with the sun and everything, but I'm gonna grab the Harbor Freight welder. Now, don't judge my welds or anything like that, as we do know that I'm not welding with gas or anything. It's just kind of a cheap, I think I paid like $80 for the welder or something like that. So the welds aren't going to be the prettiest for right now, but they're going to tack in place and we will actually have steering. First things first is obviously I had to go ahead there and get some fresh metal out there. Sorry if you're getting wind noise, as it is super windy. Now I can go ahead and tack. Before we get too carried away there, go ahead and tack it. I'm trying to look up through. The steering wheel looks kind of straight, but she's looking good. I think that's going to be the spot there. All right, let me go ahead and finish getting her welded up. Definitely takes a lot to get this cheap little Harbor Freight welder to get hot enough to weld 1/2-inch steel there, but she's doing it. Who is ready to see this thing steer under its own power? Well, it isn't the prettiest, but it is functioning as of now. Like I did say, guys, we are going to have to go ahead and make a bracket so that this isn't flopping all around and it stays stationary, but that's not it. I mean, that's literally an easy fix, an easy thing to do. I am freaking pumped, guys. We are making great headway with this project. Alrighty, guys. So this is our new power plant for the Bruce over there, the Honda Civic. I am freaking pumped because it came with absolutely everything. We got a flywheel on the back. I mean, if I was going to literally drop this into a truck that this already came out of, it would be drop-in ready. Now, as you do know, we are going to go carbureted, so we are going to get rid of our throttle body injection that is up here. We are going to go carbureted, so we're going to end up chucking this intake and everything like that. We don't need it, but as you can tell, we have our alternator, our power steering pump, we have our cooling fan on the front. We have literally everything we need to get this tossed in at the moment. So I'm freaking pumped, guys. I hope you guys are too. So with all of that out there now, guys, you do know we are going small block Chevy 350 carbureted behind the Bruce. Now I am freaking pumped. As you do know, we did get the steering and everything figured out. So with that being said, guys, if you guys like the content, smash that like button, please subscribe, and I cannot wait to be able to drive this Civic down the road. Now, we did get everything that we need. We have our cross support for our hood latch and everything like that. You do know we have the hood and everything. I got everything pretty much squared off like I was saying previously, and it's going to be literally an easy plug and play drop-in setup. Now, we will still have wiper blades. Everything like that will function 100% like a Civic, and then the drivetrain will be 100% like a K5 Blazer. So I'm excited, guys. I really am. I hope you guys do like this project, and I hope you stay tuned because we are going to make one hell of a mud bogger out of this thing. So take care, guys, and I will see you guys in the next upload.